And Tara Adune, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Solo ReacTalk. Today I'm going to be reacting to Starcraft 2, Legacy of the Void, all cinematics, cutscenes, and edited gameplay by X Letalis. This is part 4, if I'm not mistaken. Yes, it's part 4. If you want to check out my previous reactions, remember the playlist card will be at the top. Just click on it and you'll be able to access them. Yes, in part 3, the Spear of a Dune headed to Kohol to collect the Naga artifact that's been stationed on Kohol. When they jumped in, they found a battle between the Terran Dominion forces as well as the Mobius Corps. They came there and they found an entire chaotic mess between these two factions. Jim Raynor, Valerian, Matt, and Swan were there in that episode or part 3, and we got to see them. We got to see the planet Kohol, the way it has been ravaged by war. We finally collected the Naga artifact, and now we're heading off to a planet called Glacier, I think, or Glisi. I didn't spell this out correctly, but Glacius maybe. Yeah, Glacius facility. To collect a prototype weapon made by or inspired by purifiers. I don't know what purifiers are, but yeah, it's inspired by purifiers, and we're gonna go to this planet to collect this super weapon. And also Matriarch Vorazan has now designated Artanis as a Dark Templar because he's no longer connected to the color. He is initiated into that Dark Templar cultural initiation where he has to fight alone in the darkness against many enemies, or in the shadows against many enemies. So now he's been initiated as a Dark Templar by the Matriarch. And Preserver Rohana, she was controlled by Aemon for a few seconds or a few minutes before she regained control of her body. And I'm still worried about that. Artanis did put her into a stasis bubble thing, right? But she's still connected to the color, and I'm still worried that Aemon is going to try that again, and it might be even worse this time. So we'll just have to wait and see what happens. Okay, let's start with part 4. 3, 2, 1, go.
Attacking the facility. Aemon has unleashed his servants. Ready our warriors.
The rulings of the Conclave mean nothing to the Nerazim. We must discard the past divisions to pursue the future.
The purifier weaponry that has been researched here could prove to be a valuable addition to our arsenal. That is what I am hoping. Is there any merit to Rohana's fears? The Kalai on Glacius have prototyped the technology with successful results. It is said that these experimentations are no different than the Templar they are replications of, a byproduct of quantum predictive analytics. They were and are still only machines. Do not give them such credence, Karax. We too are machines of a biological nature. I often marvel at the architecture, the design, the careful construction of our form, our machinery. The Xel'Naga forged us as we forged the original purifiers.
Okay. Are purifiers artificial intelligence? Is that what they are? Are they some sort of artificial intelligence? Yeah, the way Artanis was speaking about this purifier prototype technology, it seemed as if he is not really, ready to consider them as a life form, as artificial intelligence, as a life form. He'd rather just see it as a machine, a tool for war. And maybe that's going to cause problems. I don't know. And these Kalai that are on this planet, Glacius, right? Are they still connected to the Kala? Because if that's the case, then that means Aemon already controlled them. And probably he's going to turn that prototype against the Kalai and the Dark Templars or the Nerazim. So this might become a very serious problem. If this thing is an artificial intelligence with its own mobile platforms like robot machine things, then yeah, we might be heading for a serious problem here. Okay, let's continue.
They have not been seen since the Aeon of Strife, before the Protoss were united by the Kala's light.
I'm afraid they returned some time ago, Rohana. We thought them fanatical servants of the Naga for years, but in truth, they had enslaved themselves to Amon.
Why would any being willingly follow Amon?
That is unclear. The Tal'Darim call themselves the Chosen. What Amon has chosen them for, we do not know. They are dangerous foes who have helped forge the hybrid and shed blood in the name of our great enemy.
Protoss turned upon Protoss. The Deul demands retribution for such offense. They must be destroyed.
If it is their fate, it shall be.
Our scouts are reporting Amon's forces are conquering system after system. We must choose our plan of attack carefully, Hierarch.
Hierarch, the Tal'Darim are unleashing their mothership's phase displacement beam against Glacius's orbital defenses.
I am First Descendant Alarak, and I've been charged with destroying.
I've been told to remember this man's name, Alarak. I don't know why exactly. The person who told me I should always look out for this name just told me that, like, I should just look out for Alarak. So here is Alarak. It looks like he's a Tal'Darim soldier being controlled by Amon. Okay.
In this facility, you seek the technology vault, but you are too late. It will be annihilated along with the rest of this pathetic world. Use your time to withdraw from the system, or remain here and watch your forces burn to ash. I care little which you choose.
He is not entirely correct. If we begin now, our forces could outpace the displacement beam. Then we are going in.
Why would Alarak say that? You know, he told them to leave now. Why would you tell them to leave? Aren't you supposed to be fighting against them? Alarak, okay.
The displacement beam is advancing. We must reach the vault before it is destroyed.
Ever vigilant.
I am detecting a Tal'Darim force amassing outside of our nexus point. We must prepare for assault. Wait, these sentries were left behind. Let me activate them. They are quite effective at restoring shields to nearby warriors.
We stand watch. None shall give us your command. I walk the shadowed path.
And there. Our gateways are now calibrated to warp them in as well. The Tal'Darim have blocked this route with a force field. We will have to find a way around it to destroy its power source. Our forces are near the displacement beam. We must remain alert and stay out of its range. Our forces are in mortal danger. Get them away from the beam.
Luckily, the beam moves so slowly. It's not moving fast enough to, you know, disrupt the gameplay that Exletalis is commencing here. So yeah, the beam is quite slow.
It appears the station scientists were storing raw solarite here as well. If possible, we should obtain it. Excellent. Solarite gathered. Ah, we've discovered more sentries. I will activate them now.
The fallen still serve. In the name of the many. I walk the shadowed path. I walk the shadowed path.
Alarak Alarak's warriors have established a large stronghold here. Templar, pull back. We do not have time to engage this base.
Our blades meet thy walk.
Our forces are in mortal danger. Get them away from the beam.
I think our forces are looking for some excitement, Hierarch.
Our blades meet the enemy very well. For iron, there are. Adun Tori.
Bringing nearby sentries online. Hierarch, I'm detecting movement from the Tal'Darim fleet. Multiple transport signatures inbound on the facility.
Warp prisms. Clever. Alarak is activating the facility's old defenses, using them against us.
Very well. Boldly.
We have acquired all of the raw solarite samples. They are still in superb condition. You should see them.
Karax is so... I don't know, he's obsessed with this solarite. I know we need it for the ship, okay, for the Spear of Adun, but just just control your excitement, Karax.
In the name for iron.
Acquiring
These annihilators, wow.
access.
Work quickly, Faye Smith.
Focus the disruptor on their location. Let them burn.
I have its coordinates. Warping aboard the container now.
You are not as weak as you appear, Artanis. We shall meet again.
The Purifier weaponry is safely aboard the Spear of Adun. Wait, there is a prototype warrior here as well. I will have to examine it more closely.
You wish to see me, Faye Smith?
Artanis, it is good to see you, young Executor.
Phoenix? How can this be?
It was his cloned personality that was used for the Purifier prototype. Given your friendship with the Source personality, I thought, well, he believes he was brought from stasis and made a Dragoon.
So he doesn't know the truth, that his actual body is, you know, dead, and what's inside that machine body is just a copy of his consciousness. Probably you guys should just tell him now and not have him find out later.
Why are you here, Phoenix?
I was given a directive by Artanis himself to come to Glacius and serve the Templar.
It is the last recollection from his memory web. The Great Templar were still encoded by order of the Conclave.
Do you know about the experimentation done on Glacius? Why Aldaris gave you this order?
I am a warrior, old friend. You know this as well as any. It is not my place to question the order of Adjudicator.
His construction is highly advanced, an Adanium shell composed of a trillic compression mesh. It appears he was to be the first in a revival of the ancient program.
Enough! I have fought far too long for the will of the Conclave to be examined like some specimen. I am Templar.
Okay.
I am reunited with the dearest of friends. Is this not a glorious day?
You are right, of course. Karax, these tests are no longer needed. Phoenix, Welcome aboard the Spear of Adun.
You and I have stood shoulder to shoulder, blades thrumming in the heat of battle countless times. And now, you lead the Protoss. I well with pride at the mere thought of it.
I was chosen to represent the hierarchy by the remaining Judicators and the clans of the Nerazim. I am still honored by their choice.
Tassadar must be proud as well.
Tassadar is gone, Phoenix. He fell, bravely sacrificing for his people. He saved us from annihilation.
What?
Okay, so Phoenix is from Starcraft 1. And probably that's where the original Phoenix died. And this copied consciousness is in this body here. Okay, alright.
It cannot be. And Ire? Fallen to the Zerg as well?
It has.
How long have I lingered in stasis, becoming this Dragoon?
Do you know of the Purifier program, Phoenix?
Of course. The greatest Templar minds replicated. Dangerous machines that had to be shut down.
They were shut down, but we have never ceased the research, and still have tried to find ways to replicate our greatest Templar, to use that ancient technology.
Why do you tell me this?
We are facing a war like none we have seen before. We will need you in the days ahead. Maybe even the Purifiers.
Then my blades are yours, old friend.
These new
Why didn't you tell him, Artanis? Just tell him. Just tell him now. Okay, maybe the truth isn't really what's necessary right now. We need him mentally stable and, doing the job of saving the Protoss. Okay.
Purifier designs rival any technology our people have previously conceived. The replication data is the sort that allows accurate duplication of one's consciousness. Phoenix's personality may be accurate.
How accurate?
Within the 99th percentile.
So there is a chance for discrepancy.
Quite a minuscule one.
And in a lifetime, how many choices does that variation impact? Who would you be with such a difference in the decisions you've made? Keep a watchful eye on Phoenix. If he is to help us, I want to know who he is.
You dare too much, Artanis. Your youth makes you rash.
Seeing Phoenix once more perplexes me. I feel sadness, but I should feel joy.
It is said the warrior Phoenix was felled by the Queen of Blades. This approximation is not Phoenix, but he is a reminder of the loss you suffered.
His voice, thoughts, his very presence. He describes memories we shared with such vivid recollection.
And since he has those memories of such vivid recollection of what happened, probably he's also going to remember what the Queen of Blades did to him, killing him. Maybe he will also have his memory jogged on that situation. And should they ever meet the Queen of Blades again, or if he is in battle and he's just hears a certain type of sound, or he's attacked in a certain type of way, or he sees Zerg, his memory might be jogged of that very moment when he was killed by the Queen of Blades. And then who knows what will happen. So that's why I'm also saying that maybe it's time we should tell him what happened and what's going on and who he is exactly in this machine. But I'll go with Artanis' discretion on this matter. Not telling Phoenix anything.
Every instinct I have tells me that this is my friend, but all logic defies it.
We of the Nerazim often ponder whether our people are the sum total of their experiences, or are more than them. A truth lingering inside us. In time, we shall see if this Phoenix has his own truth, or is little more than a flawed forgery.
I'm with the matriarch here as well.
Hierarch, I see the master construction of the Zelnaga now. Their understanding that energy, essence, and information are all one. Each interchangeable, each mutable.
Then you uncovered the information Zeratul foresaw within this keystone.
I have. From what I understand, it will lead us to Ulnar.
Ulnar. It is a place of myth. A realm whispered of in our legends.
The homeworld of the Zelnaga. I believe the keystone can project its location.
Show me, Karax.
It cannot be. I must be in error.
The Altarian Rift.
That is impossible. Nothing can survive within such unrelenting forces. It appears I have failed you, Hierarch.
I do not believe so, Karax. It is said that the Zelnaga came from a place where no life should be. This aligns with Zeratul's prophecies. We will go in. Make preparations at once. Zeratul.
Okay, is this Altarian Rift like a nebula cloud or something like that? Huh.
He thought you mad. And yet, once more, you have seen truer than us all. The keystone leads us into the Altarian Rift, to the Zelnaga home of Ulnar. It is my destiny to carry your mantle, old friend. I will wake the Zelnaga and honor your legacy.
This defies reason. We should be shredded into our base particles. Yet here we stand, between universes.
Zeratul was right. It is Ulnar. Think of it, Matriarch. The cradle of all life, hidden all these years.
Yes. But why?
Wait, what is this construct exactly? I thought I thought Ulnar was going to be like a planet, you know, because they say it's like the homeworld of the Zelnaga. So I was assuming it would be a planet, but this is like a giant station. Yeah, okay.
A miracle has brought us here.
Ah, Hierarch. Welcome to the Solar Core. How Zeratul foresaw the keystone would lead us here is uncanny. It is now clear that it was this device's primary purpose.
Zeratul was in touch with an expression of reality beyond my understanding.
This place should not exist. It defies all decrees of science, shatters all understanding of astral mechanics.
I don't understand what he means by that exactly. Is it based in a different universe or what? Exactly, this entire region of space. Because at first I assumed it was like a nebula cloud, but the way Karax is talking about it, it sounds like it's something out of our very existence, something in a different universe or something, you know. So yeah, I'm not entirely sure what does he mean exactly.
I once thought we Protoss had reached the pinnacle of attainable knowledge. I was a fool. There is far more in the galaxy than exists within Protoss understanding, friend Karax. I know this now. Phoenix, you appear distressed.
Apologies, Hierarch. I have been pondering the events that brought me here. I have discovered there are holes in my memory. Battles recorded here in the ship's archives that I should be able to recall, but cannot.
What is it you have found?
records of my defeat at Antioch, and being revived as a dragoon. But this body, it is clear to me that I am no dragoon.
There is more to those records, Phoenix. But what you uncover may not be desirable.
I am willing to face the truth, old friend, however difficult it may be.
Then I hope you find the answers you seek.
The Keystone is reacting to an energy source within Ulnar. It's as if the Xel'Naga are calling it home.
It is hard to believe we stand above Ulnar, the home of the Ihanrii, the Xel'Naga. The Judicators theorized the Xel'Naga left Ire to return to a place such as this. It is said they slumbered through the ages.
Zeratul believed the artifact would lead us unto hope. The Xel'Naga may be the hope he spoke of.
If the legends are true, then the Xel'Naga are below, awaiting their children to awaken them.
Then let us hope so.
Hierarch.
I like how Rohana called them the Ihanrii. That sounds cool. That sounds cool. I mean, Xel'Naga is also cool, right? But Ihanrii, it just has that ring about it.
Appears we cannot receive transmissions while we are within the rift. We have been cut off.
Zeratul believed. And so will I.
I'm afraid the Spear of Adun will not be able to assist you inside the temple. Please be careful, Hierarch.
Amon's forces arrived here before we did. The temple may already be under his control.
Zeratul believed the other Xel'Naga were here, and that they would stand with us against Amon. They could end the war. My people could be free once again.
Then why have the Xel'Naga not answered us?
I am going into the Ulnar temple alone, Matriarch. I do not intend to risk any more lives.
You risked your own life on the word of a traitor.
He killed your mother, Vorazun. That is true. But he was never a traitor. I do not wish for death, only to see Zeratul's visions fulfilled.
You will return. That much, I believe.
What secrets lie here, waiting to be revealed?
These records are fascinating, Artanis. I can hardly believe the stories they contain.
Since we arrived here, the Keystone has reacted strangely. It's as if it is attuned to the energies below.
Energies below?
Yes, void energies exude from this place. I believe this world is a conduit between dimensions.
And the Keystone?
Acts as if siphoning these energies. This is entirely different from how the origin point information was stored, as if the Keystone was reconfigured for a second purpose.
Let us hope that the Xel'Naga themselves can reveal the truths you're looking for. My warriors cannot aid me in the battle ahead. This burden is mine to bear.
So many myths and legends speculate on the birthplace of the Xel'Naga. Though, of course, they are all wrong. The Spear of Adun's sensors have located what appears to be an access way into the temple. Our starships are prepared to move on your command.
Here lies the resting place of the Xel'Naga. We must find a way to unseal this access way if we are to awaken them. Grand Preserver, what do you know of the temple in the depths below?
Only myth, legend. Here upon Ulnar, the destined races will seek ascension. Their very presence shall open the way forward. I believe these celestial locks are the key. Our forces should claim them in the hopes the way forward presents itself.
Hierarch, the Tal'Darim are here. They are taking control of the celestial locks.
The voice's demands are clear. Keep the temple sealed.
A Spectre? Maybe he's part of the Mobius Corps. Huh.
As they control the locks, the secrets of the temple will remain hidden from us.
engage the enemy and reclaim the locks. Amon will not have his victory so easily.
Our stargates can now warp in phoenixes. They are extremely mobile and effective at engaging our enemy across long distances.
Once Amon's forces have been defeated, our warrior's presence should allow us to lay claim to the lock.
Wait, what makes an annoying noise? Is it the phoenix or is it the what is it, the dragoons or what? What's making a excellent Talus?
The lock is now ours. These energy patterns indicate once we control the other four, the temple will open.
Be on guard. Amon's servants are moving to seize a lock.
I will comply. La Farosh. For honor.
Awaiting instructions.
Hierarch, the Tal'Darim have deployed a titanic warp prism. If its core is similar to our own.
Titanic warp prism. Wow, okay.
The reactor is made of pure solarite. If possible, we should destroy it and claim the reactor to enhance our solar core.
Teleport successful. Teleport successful.
As the shadow will.
Man, these annihilators, like, wow. I mean, the way the firepower that they wield is just overwhelming. Really, it's just overwhelming.
Adun Toridas. For hire. For hire. Adun Toridas. Our triumph. I'm waiting. Very well. Yes,
It is done. I am warping the vessel's cargo aboard for further study.
Teleport successful.
The lock has been captured by our foes, Hierarch. We must be cautious.
Teleport successful.
I fight on. Fight on. Our triumph is at hand.
All 5 locks have been captured, Hierarch. The access way is opening.
It seems Amon's forces have drawn back. I sense only a great stillness from within the temple.
Then we have succeeded. It will not be long before we see what fate has in store for us.
That's cool, using the warp, what is it called again? Warp blade as like a flashlight. Yeah.
Zeratul.
Shakuris. Queen of Blades. Kerrigan.
Artanis, wait. I am not your enemy. I have come seeking the Naga.
It seems fate has drawn us together. We should not tempt it further.
Kerrigan, not even a thank you. Not even a thank you. Not like thank you Artanis for saving my life. Thank you Artanis for helping me. Nothing. You just walk towards him. You're like, huh. okay, lady. All right, fine. Yes, guys, that's it. The Starcraft 2 Legacy of the Void, all cinematics, cutscenes, and edited gameplay by Talis, Part 4. Yes, we have collected the super weapon called, inspired by the Purifiers, and Phoenix, a copied consciousness of a Protoss, is inside it. He is, trying to figure out what happened to the original Phoenix, because he's been saying that he has memories that are not his own really, or they're missing, or they're corrupted. So he's trying to figure out what happened to the original Phoenix. And yes, we are now in the Naga homeworld of Analar. I think it's like a station. I don't think it's like really the homeworld. I think it's just a station, a tomb station of some sort. And the Queen of Blades is also here. I wonder, when was she, here? I mean, when did she come here exactly? Was she here long before the Protoss arrived, or was she? Did she just arrive as soon as Artanis, entered into the temple? I'm just wondering about that. But yeah, they helped each other out. At first, I was really worried about the Queen of Blades. I mean, that hybrid was really whooping her ass. I was really worried. The way it flung her to the wall, and then she hit the wall, and it looked like she was terribly, hurt from the first battle she had with the hybrid. The first hybrid that she fell down the ceiling with. And yeah, she looked like she was really hurt, so I was really worried about her. But at least Artanis saved her life, and we're here now, continuing on with looking for the Naga. And yeah, guys, I guess that's it. That's it for today. Remember, if you liked the video, give me a like, comment, and subscribe to my channel. Click on the notification bell if you want to be up to date with my latest videos, and I will see you next. Friday. Yes, I'll see you on Friday. I almost said next week Wednesday. On Friday, I'll see you then. Okay, bye-bye.